All right, here we go. Last race of the day, and it's going to be Formula Regional Americas back out on course, getting ready for their final event of the day. There's Kevin Jansen going around. And joining me in the booth for the call on this one, Kelsey Pinkowski, who just got done running the Ligier Junior Formula Championship. Kelsey, how did that one go for you?
I think it went pretty well. You know, the times are improving. We're improving our lines, so it's just kind of really keeping that consistency and keep working on it. And hopefully we will make good progress for tomorrow. So
you were the last open wheel category out on the track.
Yep.
Prior to this. So tell me how, for an open wheel car, yours doesn't have quite the horsepower of this one, but comparatively, how's the track for an open wheel car right now?
Conditions are pretty good. Obviously, track is very hot. It's very hot outside, so the grip should be very good for everyone out here.
But we are getting late in the day. I mean, it's what,
Yeah.
6 after 6 o'clock here.
I know.
10 after 6 as we're getting ready to line this one up and go. So temperature's got to be getting a little bit better, I would think.
Right. Yep. Yeah. No, it's definitely gonna go down just a little bit, but still enough to cause some sweat. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. Bruno Ribeiro there in the 0-1. Boy, race number 1 went great for him, didn't it?
Yeah.
As he got the win there, and everybody was chasing him to the line. And it will be a standing start here. Everybody rolling into position. See, just a couple of cars on stickers. They only get 2 sets for the weekend, Kelsey.
Yep.
So you got to figure out when you want to roll those stickers on, huh?
Yep. Got to use them wisely.
Doesn't look like anybody in the first 3 or 4 rows went. I said at least the first 3 rows didn't go with stickers.
Mm-hmm.
Waiting, watching for the lights to go out. Here we go. Good start for Nicolas Ambiato in the 55, trying to cut across Ribeiro's nose, and he's going to get it done as they come out of Mission Foods turn number 1. Ambiato was great in the earlier race today, just not as good as Ribeiro. Ribeiro fighting on the outside as we go to Cube 3 Architecture turn number 2, also known as the Keyhole here in Mid-Ohio. Headed down to turn number 4. One car stuck right here at the start. Didn't light when the lights went out. Full course caution. Well, that's a bummer.
Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate what that happens. I mean, you just lose so much time in the race also. So.
Yeah, you lose your adrenaline. You lose all the build-up hype. Coming into this race, taking a look at the championship points. Here we go. Ambiato was the points leader, tight as Sherlock, and then Ribeiro. And Ribeiro got the win. Ambiato had chased him to the line. Sherlock scored some points today. So it got tighter for sure after that first race this morning. So Ribeiro, if he could put another good one together here tonight, and then tomorrow could really turn this thing upside down.
Yes, for sure.
See the rest of the field rolling through: Golan, Bowling, Ambiato, Sherlock, Ribeiro, Stati, Guard, Benovitz. So those hand-cooked tires hadn't really gotten up to full temp yet.
Nope, definitely not. So they will definitely need to heat them up.
You see everybody moving back and forth like the 15 there. Stati. Hopefully we'll be ready to go here soon. Waiting for a safety car in this lap, just coming across. So we should be going back to green here. Here we go.
They're off.
Rolling restart. There's Jet Bowling back there in the 22. Fending off Stati. Those two have raced a lot this weekend. And the 88 of Lawley coming through. Ribeiro looking for a way, but he's got to protect from Sherlock right on the backside and tucked right up under there. And there's a lot of dirty air off of these cars, right?
There sure is. A lot of dirty air.
Ribeiro trying to break the draft a little bit from Sherlock. Got to take a peek in the mirrors just before you get to 4, right? See if anybody's trying to make a move on you.
Yes. Yep. No, that corner is especially hard to look for other drivers, so that's definitely a very cautious corner.
Ambiato trying to take all the momentum away from Ribeiro. See how he does here on his lap time. .122.019 to a 122.5, 5.4 and a 5.8 behind that. How do you feel about that lap time?
Pretty good. Definitely very fast cars, so.
Looking at the 46 coming through of Roberts, running in 6th. Oh, one car just off a hair there. Was that Roberts? I believe it was. And most of these guys at the front running on the same tires they ran with earlier today. So, might not have a whole lot left.
Maybe not. Might need to go to their second pair, but again, they gotta be very strategic with that, so.
Yeah. Beato on the podium after race 1 today. Looking to take the top step here in race 2. This is round 10 for the 2025 championship, Formula Regional Americas. They will race again tomorrow in the middle of the day,
Yep.
noon Eastern.
Might be
That should
better
be
for
nice
them.
and hot.
Yeah, yeah. Might be better for them, though, because it would be earlier in the day instead of late at night. At least the track would be have better conditions.
Yeah. They had lost a race last weekend at Indianapolis due to weather, so they're getting 3 races here
Oh,
this
gotcha.
weekend.
Nice, nice.
Get them back on track. Coming into the weekend, Ambiato and Bowling were 2 drivers in the field who had both finished on the podium here previous races. Ambiato with a 2nd to Bowling's 3rd. Bowling right now sitting back in 4th. Winner at Indianapolis. There he is in the blue 22 with the orange stripes. Halfway through the season here this weekend, Jet Bowling, Nicolas Ambiato, Titus Sherlock, and Bruno Ribeiro have all visited Victory Lane this year. And Ribeiro comes into this race here now as the highest ranking rookie in the series. 7 races, he's been inside the top 3. That's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
Bowling moved up to 4th in the championship after a strong weekend at Indy. So here he sits 4th right now with another race to go here tomorrow. So he'd love to get himself up on the podium here. There's Stati, who's always fast, but just comes up a hair short. Just doesn't seem to be able to have that last little bit. Stati trying to close up on Bowling there. Stati, the blue car with the yellow trim. And
Close
Bowling,
quick.
Bowling blue with the orange. Stati was on the podium at Indianapolis, which was his first career podium. So he has a little bit of momentum coming into the weekend here. Just inside of 18 and a half minutes yet to go here.
Fighting for that 3rd spot.
Yeah, that's Bowling and Stati right there, and they're right behind Sherlock, who holds the final spot on the podium. So that's a wide open position still on the podium. Stati looks a little quicker through the tight stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely catching up to him.
Should be Brady Colin right there. In the 80. Nice Stati really hounding him as he come out of the carousel. Stati looks like he's on full attack mode.
Oh yeah, he's definitely on him.
This could come down to who has the better tires at this point.
Yeah, for sure.
This is where Stati seems to be really good through the very technical portion here in Mid-Ohio.
Yeah, no, definitely closing the gap up around 4 and 5, down through 6.
So head off into Thunder Valley. The bowling slided a little bit there, it looked like to you?
Looked like it, just a little bit though.
Don't want to be doing too much of that. Got to save whatever tire you have left.
Yeah.
Ribeiro, meanwhile, still a half a second behind Ambiato and hasn't been able to close that gap up at all. 15 and a half minutes left. Stati closes up again through all this.
I wonder if he'll overtake.
I haven't really seen him put himself in a position in the traditional passing zones where he looks like he has a shot at bowling.
Right.
Going into 4, for example, or into the keyhole.
Definitely closes that gap though really quick around there.
Sherlock right there in the 31 holding on to 3rd. Bowling in the bullhorn backed car. Stati running for Kiwi Motorsports. Getting close to the final 10 minutes here, Kelsey.
Yep.
Sherlock and that Rain Nutrition, Ronald McDonald House, Charities, Crosslink, Ligier, everybody running the Ligier JSF3. You're a member on the Crosslink crew.
I am.
What's the best thing about racing at Crosslink? We see Crosslink and Kiwi and tend to bring the top teams in each and every week.
I think honestly it's all the crew and the team members and all the racers. They really put the team together. I mean, they help out one another. It's so lively there and everyone really just looks out for each other. They're all big motivators, so I think that's really what makes us strong and really keeps us going. So.
And a new driver back with you this weekend who's gone for a little bit, Jake Pollack.
Yes.
Jake right now running in 9th. Sat out Road America and Indy. Kelsey, tell me about the SAE stuff that you're doing. You're going MIS here soon?
RIT, Rochester Institute of Technology.
Don't you guys do some racing?
Kind of. So the Formula SAT, or SAE, sorry.
Right.
It's basically a college team,
Yep.
and we have the entire year to build a race car, and they test for endurance, they test for tilt. Oh gosh, they test for a lot of things as well. But they're out there this week, out in Michigan, so good luck to them.
That's great.
Yeah, I've heard good things over there so far. So
You're at Rochester Institute of Technology.
yep.
If I'm not mistaken, that is the same place that Erin Evernham
Yep.
went to.
Mhm.
Another very well-known female racer. Maybe you can be the next one to follow in the RIT
That's the plan.
banner. Ribeiro on the attack, looking on the outside here in the 0-1.
Oh, that was close.
Well, that is hard to do down at the keyhole.
It was very hard. Very, very hard.
But he seems to get back into the throttle pretty good, get a good drive out of there. Might make a run at 4 as well. Looks to the outside, cuts right back in behind. Too far back. He's got 10 minutes left. Figure it out.
Yeah, it's hard to pass on these corners, so I don't blame him. Got to be really strategic with it.
They've got a healthy lead back to Sherlock. These top two do. It's pretty impressive that after all this racing, these guys could continue to run in the 120s here, the low 120s.
Yeah, we got some 119s out there too, which is crazy fast for these guys.
Yeah, and about a 5-second gap back to Sherlock, who ran a 119. And Bowling even quicker with a 119.3. Bowling might have had, no, Stati was even quicker.
Close on the other.
Yeah, Ribeiro was thinking about it again, wasn't he, at 4?
Unable to do it.
Well, this is a time in the race where the long day starts to catch up with you when you've been here all day long. You've been in the car. You've already had 1 minute race. You had to sit around throughout the heat of the afternoon waiting to race again. So if you make a little mistake, like maybe a little contact here possibly,
Looks like
I would
it.
say so.
Yeah.
Ribeiro must have given it back, let it settle a little bit.
Yep.
Because as sideways as Ambiato was, you would have thought Ribeiro could have gotten by. A lot of times you do that, though, it'll keep you from getting a penalty after.
Yes. Yeah. You do not want a penalty after.
Yeah,
for
and
sure.
Ribeiro, being as tight as he is in the championship fight, figured, you know what? Give it back. We'll get him on our own. Or at least get second place points. There's the gap from first and second to third and fourth. Ambiato, Ribeiro, Sherlock and Bowling, and then Stati, who has lost touch with Bowling. There's third, fourth, Stati behind that. 6.5 minutes left. Well, at this point, Kelsey, you got what you got.
Yep.
Not really anything you can do from inside the cockpit to make it any better.
Nope. Yeah, no, you're too far into the race, so gotta keep pushing.
Even with all this pressure, Nicolas Ambiato's done a pretty good job of staying clean.
Yep, 100%.
Through the carousel, some of the racing equipment portion of the racetrack. Across the line, and we are down to just about 5 minutes to go here. It's probably 3 more laps.
3 to 4.
Bowling, pushing hard on Sherlock. That could be a pretty good fight to the finish.
Yeah, especially in the last 5 minutes, that might be a good show.
Squabbling over the final position on the podium.
Clean line though for Ambiato.
Not really giving any options, is he?
I don't think so.
Not really opening the door up anywhere.
Pulling that door shut.
Across the line, 4 minutes to go. Gap at half a second. 19.8 to a 19.6. Ribeiro still pushing hard. Shadow's getting very long down the back straightaway here now. We approach 6:30 in the evening. Hard to get yourself up to go racing when you've been sitting there all day like that and you're racing so late in the day.
Yeah, and it cuts in the dinner.
Can't have that. Oh, it looks like a little bit of a slip there from Ambiato. The entrance into the carousel.
Quick recovery.
About 2.5 minutes left to go. Probably white flag next time by.
I'd say so.
Bowling, looking outside, going to the keyhole, and he got him.
Got him.
Jet Bowling looking to get back up onto the podium here today at Mid-Ohio and pulls away quickly from Sherlock. Boy, that was a big move in the points. If he can put another good one together tomorrow, he's going to find himself going from 4th in the points to 3rd in the points. There's quite a bit of racing yet to go this year. After these open wheel divisions leave in Ohio, it's New Jersey Motorsports Park for you next, right?
It is New Jersey.
How do you like racing there?
I've never raced there, so that's going to be a first.
Probably be a warm one like here. see if we get the white flag this time as they come out.
Yep,
there it
flag.
is. White flag is waving. One more to go. What can Ribeiro do? What can Sherlock do? They're going to catch Jansen here. Ambiato has done everything right all the way to this point. He's got half a lap to go. Don't make any mistakes. Get it to the line.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Ooh. That was close.
That's the type of thing, you can't make that mistake. He's closed the door back up on him now. Ribeiro putting a lot of pressure on here. Small mental error could cost you the whole thing here.
100%. Every turn counts.
Ribeiro not slowing down at all. Coming to the carousel for the final time. Nicolas Ambiato
Checkered flag is out.
to the finish line, checker flag, and the win here. Formula Regional Americas. Bruno Ribeiro will finish in second, and Jet Bowling goes back onto the podium over Titus Sherlock and Nicolas Stati. Well, Ambiato had really put together a great race, and on the last lap I thought he was going to toss it all the way there.
I know. Almost lost it, but held his composure.
Devastating after all that work.
Oh, I know. That's the toughest too, especially when the pressure's on at the last lap.
Well, Kelsey, you're back racing with us tomorrow. What can we expect tomorrow?
Hopefully a good, clean race from everyone. And hopefully tomorrow, no spin outs. So keep it on the track, more improvements, just keep pushing.
What will you do tonight to get yourself ready mentally and physically for tomorrow?
So we learned this trick with the stopwatch and just going through each lap with the stopwatch and just seeing what you can do. Just run it through your head, and then once you finish the lap, you stop it, and then whatever time you get, go, okay, I know what to do. Restart it, then do it again until you prove your time. So that's what I've been doing. Also,
I like
a good
that.
dinner and a good sleep.
Where did that come from? Where did you learn that trick?
Scott Goodyear taught us that yesterday. So,
Well, if it comes from Scott Goodyear, I'd say it's well worth doing.
100%. Oh, yeah.
Of course, Scott, the race director for all three of the open wheel divisions that we run.
Yep, I was able to shave off 3 seconds today.
Really?
Just from doing that. Yep.
Just from that?
Yep.
Note to self. I like it. I like it. Well, they're making their way to the podium, and Ben will be there to talk to our winner. This is where Ambiato almost tossed it all away. Man, that got awful tight there. I'm sure his blood pressure rose up pretty fast right through there.
Oh, yeah. Mine would have, too.
Oh, yeah, mine did just watching. Well, winners are about to crawl out of the car. Nicolas Ambiato hangs on for the win. Now he can just get out of the car. There he is, celebration ready to go. Let's go down to Ben Sissel.
Well, thank you very much, Ralph. We're down here for the celebrations, holding up that Chilean flag and our new #1 as they come in here to put it out. Nicolas Ambiato, man, you've been on the top step here a couple of times with us. Nice job, nice racing with Kiwi Motorsport. Unbelievable performance, and that was a little bit crazy. Got a little bit crazy downhill into 4. Did you get tapped from the rear there? I don't know what happened, but take off your Hans device. I'm going to let you get out. Take some of this water if you need it. Ashley's got a hat here for you. And then, you know, act like you just won a race. Tell us about the race out there.
Yeah, that's a very hard race. I had the pressure with Bruno. I had a very great start in the start and the restart with later with the safety car. And yeah, that's neat thing for the team, my family, all my friends. Thank you.
Now, there were a lot of comments. Vamos, Nicolas. So say something to all of our Spanish friends as well in Espanol.
Bueno, agradecer a todos los que me han estado apoyando en YouTube, en SpeedTour. La verdad que sin su apoyo yo no podría hacer esto, así que agradecer a todos los chilenos que me están siguiendo.
Now, I know that you're in very tip-top physical shape, but you look exhausted. I know this is your second race, but that looked like a lot of hard work out there.
Yeah, the first race very hard. The sun is a little more hot in the morning, but yeah, that's a physique. Yeah. If you are a driver, do you need physically, mentally, very hard. Yeah, that's a training.
Nice job. Well, nice job. Nicolas Ambiato back on the top step here, all the way from Santiago, Chile. I'm going to send it back to you guys in the booth.
All right, then. Thank you. Congratulations to Santiago, or Nicolas, I should say, from Santiago. It's been a long day. And we will have the podium celebration coming up shortly with everybody on the podium that earned a spot up there. John Frippen making his way in. Well, you got a big day tomorrow, Kelsey. Thank you very much for coming by and joining us.
Yes, thank you
We
so much for
appreciate
having
it.
me.
Good luck tomorrow. We'll be keeping an eye on you in that Ligier Junior Formula Championship.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
All right, Kelsey Pinkowski, thank you. And we're getting ready to go back down to the podium here shortly. This championship is definitely going to tighten up here. Another race to go tomorrow. And let's go down to the podium. Here's John.
Just the inside line's quite dirty, so I got some wheel spin after that and tied a shroud on the outside. Lap times are really good, just following a car, and I don't know if he just misshifted or missed a gear, but yeah, I guess snuck by him there.
Yeah, you and Nicolas had a good battle for the first half of this race.
Oh yeah, we did. Yeah, I didn't make any mistakes. Tried to fill my mirrors, didn't really work, so that's nice.
Anybody to thank?
Yeah, just everybody at the Kiwi team. Steven, we've worked really hard to find the setup, and I think we found it these last 2 races. The pace shows. My teammates, some good racing, and Alex, my mechanic, of course.
Congratulations. 3rd place finish for Jet Bowling from Kiwi Motorsport. That's his 4th podium on the season to go along with a win. Let's bring up our 2nd place finisher, Bruno Ribeiro, ladies and gentlemen. Bruno, you got your first victory earlier today, and now you've got another podium to add to the list. You and Nico, man, you were just locked together all race long.
Yeah, I mean, it was obvious there was a good pace out there from my side, and yeah, it was quite a fun race from my side. I didn't have the best of starts, and racing with Nico was pretty fun out there, and yeah, we'll see what we can do tomorrow, but for now I'm just thankful for the result and happy to give the guys what they deserve again, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you guys came into this race tied for the top spot in the season points, so now he's got a 3-point lead on you. See if you can repay the favor tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, it's a super close championship. Everyone's super close. We're always in the same tent. When you see a car a bit far ahead in terms of pace, is really rare. But yeah, super happy with the result, super happy with the team. And let's see what we can do tomorrow.
Sounds great. Anybody to thank?
I would like to thank Tina, Gary, everyone at Kiwi, Stephen, Thomas, my mechanic, for doing such an amazing job this weekend, and my family watching me from Brazil. E é isso, obrigado, gente do Brasil. Tamo junto.
Well done. Bruno Ribeiro, 2nd place finish. And now let's make it a Kiwi sweep of the podium with our top finisher, Nico Ambiato, ladies and gentlemen. Nico, congratulations. You got the win.
Yeah, that's very difficult, the weekend. Yeah, I need thank them for the Kiwi, the great setup. And yeah, that's very close with Bruno and me all the weekend with practice and qualifying race one. And yeah, that's my turn. It's my turn. Bruno have the pole and race one. And yeah, I had the race two. Very difficult, but I take it.
So tomorrow will be the what they call the rubber match. You'll be able to decide which of you is going to win the weekend.
yeah. Tomorrow is a great day. But yeah, the weekend is awesome. Just for tomorrow, take a podium for points. For me, is good. The victory is better. But yes, just see the championship, not the race. And yeah, just thanks for the team, all my family and friends. Thank you.
Congratulations. Nico Ambiato, ladies and gentlemen. Top step on the podium once again. His third win on the season to go along with 4 other podiums. As we say, it's all Kiwi all the time on the podium here. As we've got Hankook hats on all of our drivers for a round of photographs. And we'll go to the Ligier hats for this beautiful Ligier JS F3 for the Formula Regional Americas Championship since its inception in 2018. The second generation F3 cars on the drawing board. And we understand we'll see it in another year or maybe 2. One more round of hats to Mountoon, the engine provider for this and our Ligier Junior Formula Championship, and we just got the announcement earlier that Mountoon's going to take over the maintenance and care and feeding of the Ligier Storm V4 as well. So thanks to Mountoon for all the great work they do to keep the power plants in these cars. All right, it's been a long day. 11 hours of racing from 8 this morning until 7 this evening. Let's hear it for Jet Bowling, Bruno Ribeiro, and Nico Ambiato, all from Kiwi Motorsport. Thanks for being with us. We're going to kick it off at 8 o'clock again tomorrow morning with the SVRA Enduro, and each of our formula classes will have one more race to go tomorrow for the final day of the Permco Grand Prix of Mid-Ohio. I'm John Phippen. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you in the morning.
Well, it's been a full day here at Mid-Ohio, but we are not done this weekend. We'll be back tomorrow to do it all over again. More SVRA action, more open wheel action, and we will have Cube 3 Architecture TA2 presented by Pirelli tomorrow as well. You can catch that race tomorrow live on Speed Sport 1 at 1 o'clock Eastern. And then tonight, starting right now on Speed Sport 1 is the replay, the encore coverage of today's Trans Am race presented by Pirelli from right here at Mid-Ohio. So go ahead and switch on over to Speed Sport 1. Watch that free on Speed Sport 1 today. For our entire crew and all the guests that we had stopping by, thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow from Mid-Ohio. So long, everybody.